Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are keeping fine. Yes. Students, today we are going to continue the same story, 5 Children and It. So kindly take your literature book, page number 35. Okay, so in this page, you will find these following difficult words. Okay, grumpily. Grumpily, what is the meaning of the word? Word grumpily means crossly, as if in a bad mood, not happy. Okay, showing the sad face, crossly, as if in a bad mood. Okay, collapsed. You will find this word means shrunk, becoming small. Okay, that is shrunk. Thoughtful means someone who cares for the needs of the people. Someone who cares for the needs of the people. Okay, next word you will find howled means made a loud sound in pain. With that strange creature made a loud sound in pain. Okay, my dear students, so in this page, in this paragraph, we are going to learn about those 5 children's wish, what they wanted, wish, and that should be granted by that strange creature, because that strange creature was none other than Sand Fairy. So, these 5 children told that they want to become very, very beautiful. That was their wish. So, all of you take your book, page number 35. We'll continue, we'll read the chapter and I will explain to you. Okay? My dear students, yesterday I explained to you, and the last sentence we came to know that the strange creature told that once upon a time children used to make castle on the beach, and because of the nasty sea, because of the waves of the sea, it used to be destroyed. Okay, and so also they used to get wet, and because of getting wet they used to get cold and fever and finally die. And because of that condition, only now hardly any Sand Fairy lived. Okay, now because of that only few Sand Fairy lived. By saying that, the strange creature said goodbye to the children and about to go inside the sand. Then, please stay, said the children, requested. Who told? Jane added, can you grant us wishes like a real fairy? As it was about to move inside, Jane told, can you grant us wishes? Can you grant us wishes like a real fairy? I just did, it said. The strange creature told, I already done, granted the wishes. I just did, it said. You wished I had come out and I did. First you wanted that I should come out. That was your wish and I have done it. I have come out. Already have granted my wish. Oh, please, can we have another one? Asked Jane. Jane again asked, that's enough, finished, but can we have another one? Another wish, can we ask you? If you must, it said grumpily, not much interested. As if in a bad mood, said, but hurry up. Not much interested, not so happy, but told them, hurry up. Please, said Anthea, remembering a wish that she and Jane had talked about. So, Jane and Anthea They had discussed, and their wish was that they should look very, very beautiful. We wish we were very, very beautiful. This was their wish. The Samid stretched out its eyes, stretched out, opened its eye wide, opened its eyes on their stalks and seemed to hold its breath, seems to control its breath and puff itself, blow out. In the beginning, as if control its breath and blow out until it was twice its normal size. Till blow out until it became normal size. I hope it doesn't hurt itself, said Anthea while it was stretching, breathing out with so much strength. But looking at its size, Anthea said, I hope it doesn't hurt itself by itself, doesn't get hurt or crack its skin. Robert said anxiously. Robert also said anxiously. Then the Samid suddenly let out its breath and collapsed down to its usual size. Okay, then suddenly the Samid let out its breath and collapsed, means shrunk, shrunk down, became small, shrunk down to its usual size. I hope that didn't hurt, said Anthea, by looking at how it is stretching out its body or becoming, by seeing that, Anthea said, I hope that didn't hurt you. Just my whisker, it said. It's my body, hair on my body, that's all, it said. You are a kind and thoughtful child. Again and again in between, when Anthea was asking it whether it got hurt or not, by hearing that, the strange creature told Anthea that you are a kind and thoughtful child. Saying that, quickly it buried itself. After saying that, quickly it buried itself in the sand again. The children looked at each other. Each of them was looking at three astonishingly, extremely beautiful faces. All of them were looking extremely beautiful faces they had. It was like looking at strangers. It was as if they were looking like strangers. If it hadn't been for their clothes, they wouldn't have known each other. Only their clothes were different, otherwise it was difficult to recognize each of them. Because of their clothes, they were able to recognize. Cyril next. Cyril, you look like a golden-haired angel, said Cynthia. Cynthia, here maybe Anthea, by mistake, Cynthia it is there, but maybe it is Anthea, Anthea told Cyril that you look like a golden-haired angel. It's not like you. Now, Cyril is telling to Anthea, it's not like you. I think I liked you and Robert. Cyril is saying, I liked you. I liked your face, the way you have changed. And Robert, better before. And you two girls look like silly greeting cards. And you two girls both look like very silly greeting cards. So cute, so beautiful, said Robert. Let's go home. It must be dinner time. By then they realized it was too long. Whole day they were out having conversation with that strange creature. Then they realized, let's go home. It must be dinner time. I'll carry the lamb. Anthea said, I'll carry the lamb, because lamb was very small child, baby. At that time when they were having conversation, she was sleeping. Baby was sleeping. Okay? Now Anthea said, I'll carry the lamb. The baby who had woken, at that time just he was woken. The baby who had woken up took one look at her. When she was about to carry her, just then she woke up and looked at her and howled. Howl means made a loud noise, because baby was not able to recognize Anthea, because she looked completely different. For him, Anthea was a stranger, so howled, made loud sound. When the children tried to pick him up, tried to carry him, he only fought and kicked, only pushed them, kicked them. It was an hour before the lamb would let them carry him home, and by that time the lamb was as hungry as a lion and as thirsty as a desert, because whole day they were out and small baby was completely tired and hungry and thirsty, and only an hour left to take him to the home. Okay, children, so somehow children managed to carry the baby lamb, and as they went home, when they reached the house, Jane was almost falling under the lamb's weight, because Jane also was small girl. Whole day they were out. She too felt hungry, felt sleepy, so almost falling under the lamb's weight. She was glad to hand him to Martha. So she was very happy to gave him to Martha. Martha was the caretaker who was waiting for them at the door. Martha snatched him from her. As soon as Martha saw that baby lamb, only lamb was on his original look. Rest all other children, they were looking completely different. They were looking stranger for Martha, so she could not recognize other children. Only she recognized lamb, small baby. So Martha snatched him from Jane's hand. Okay, children. So homework, continue. You read this rest of the paragraph. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. God bless you.